What's up, guys? It's your boy King Saji 13. We're back for another episode of NBA 2K16 My Career. I'm sorry for the bad videos on there, guys. The other 2K16, my first one be one. Not. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. It's just me shooting around. Sure, you guys don't want to see that.
We got Kevin Durant up next. And you know he'll come to play. I love his versatility, but that makes shutting him down.
This idiot. God. Loading at 95%.
It's an inter-conference contest here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, as the Thunder play one at home. It's the end of a string of away games for the Hawks as they look forward to returning home after this one. Well, they come into every game with confidence, and this game is no different. Two elite teams put each other to the test, certainly, every time they meet. A lot on the line in this one, though.
Then keep in mind.
Alright, we're going to be guarding Dion Waiters, overall 73. He looks like he's balanced with 8 badges. Good at finishing around the rim. He is on the move. Press triangle when you see him go into the shooting motion and real-time block. He is not known for his stealing ability. Hold a flight and taking off the dribble. Now, get that chance. Okay.
And Atlanta has possession, trailing by 2. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and
You
the
don't want to pay
ability to
attention
force
to me and
turnovers.
miss that
And
shot.
that really was the difference. I mean, it requires a
Ball
ton of energy
hog.
to play that harassing style. It'll be interesting to see if they can do it again tonight.
On the court right now for the Hawks. Freak in at shooting guard. Kent Bazemore is out there with Paul Millsap. And it's Splitter. We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a
wide
very tough defensive
open.
I think they've matured in that area. In the past,
At
that
least
wasn't
got a
always
big
true.
lead
But last year,
pass,
the Thunder really hung their
good
hat on their defense.
powers.
Top 10 in opponents' field goal percentage.
And the Thunder with some changes. Nick Collison's checked in for Ibaka. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Scott's checked in. Outside Durant. There's the pick. Waiters with the screen for Payne. And the foul on Mike Scott. That is his first foul
Got a
of the
blocking
game.
foul.
You know, when you look at the Thunder and their defense, it starts with the length they have
All right,
on the
come on,
perimeter.
bro.
It
We
also
need to get
helps
in
to
this.
have
We
rim
need to get
protectors
serious, bro.
backing them up on any drive.
No, you stay right here.
Payne with it. 8 points his last outing. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Durant missing.
And a final note on the Thunder defense. A lot of it is a
I
mentality.
was wide
They're
open.
Guys that aren't scared to challenge shots.
Dang.
And they're a solid group that knows how to
teammates
play
are
tough
stupid.
team defense.
Payne with it. Out defended by Freak. Now here's Payne. He's tightly guarded. It's blocked. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession.
Man. Okay. I got a block shot. That's good.
.131 left in the first quarter. Schroeder kicks to Splitter. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Waiters. It's stolen by Adams. Now here's Waiters. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Should have gone for
Payne
easy
dishes to
assist.
Adams. And he banks in the layup.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside.
All right, I know what to do.
And watch Clark how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Here is Splitter. 14 points from him the last game against Dallas.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
Just 2 to shoot. Great D that time from Collison.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
No good from Durant.
The clear look at the hoop, he doesn't miss many of those.
Splitter passes to Schroeder, and a wide open look for Freak. And once again, by Atlanta. For Oklahoma City, their last game was a loss to the Grizzlies of Memphis.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters.
I'm recording right now,
Once
Don.
the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
At least wait until I get halfway through the quarter, man. You leave, and as soon as I start recording, you get back.
As we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Well, with more and more freshmen, Clark, making the jump to the pro. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. Kevin Durant's checked in for Andre Robertson. And it's Waiters in for Payne. On the court for Atlanta, Freak in a 2-guard. Mike Scott out there with Kent Bazemore. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Splitter in at the 5 spot. He gives them
Idiot, you left him open.
And the Thunder lead by 10.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass. You know, there was plenty to be happy about last year in Atlanta with the way the Hawks played. One sour note, though, was that the team was viewed as a potential buy for Seattle groups. You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well
Here we go, got
keep
that
doing it. I mean, attack
turnover
the
on them.
basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Schroeder kicks to Freak from about 16, and it's good off the glass. Freak's got 4 this quarter. The Thunder leading by 6. Left side, Westbrook. And here is Durant. He's coming off a 31-point game against Memphis.
And also, his assist total tells you about the job.
John, I can join. It's just I'm recording right now, dude. Wait till I get the
He shot the
halftime.
ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Hawks passing it around. In the corner, Bazemore with it. There's a minute left to play in the first half. Splitter sets a screen. Here's Schroeder in Atlanta again with the bucket.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Raiders on the wing. Again, Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead. And you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
Here's Schroeder. He feeds it to Splitter. That is good. Splitter's got his first 2 points.
Not sure how he gets that pass off. I thought for sure he was going to pull the trigger.
7-second difference, shot in game clock. And Adams kicks to Waiters. And stolen by Freak. Now here's Schroeder. 8 points his last outing. Here's Freak.
What?
With the triple.
That is freaking bullcrap, man.
Outside Westbrook. All 3 off the mark.
Alright, guys, this is gonna have to call this a part